Good afternoon, guys. It's Wednesday the 27th of January today. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon and I've come down to a stretch of the Avon, as you can see behind me, just for a couple of 3 hours at a push into dark, just to do a little bit of roving really. I've brought with me just one rod today. I've got my I've got my John Wilson Avon Quiver set at 11 foot, and I'm going to be just doing some roving on the link ledger or feeder. I've coupled it with my Cadence CS5 Reel. As I say, just a little bit of ledgering. Got a nice sensitive quiver tip in here. I'm going to drop into just a few likely spots. That's the idea, as you can probably see. I've got a nice slack in front of me with a little bit of current over there. I'm just going to have a wander about, spend maybe 20 minutes or so in each swim, and see if we can't winkle out, I don't know, chub, some roach, who knows what. Don't mind. Happy to catch some fish. Weather's been so up and down lately. If you saw this place on my video recently, it was literally it was about this high from where it is now. It was well over the banks, well over the car park. It's gone down a lot, but we've had, well, as you'll know, we've had some snow recently, and that's all melted yesterday, so it's gone in the river. It hasn't chilled it too much though. Water temperature is still about 5 degrees, which it was a few days ago, so it's not too bad, but it is due to chuck it down again tonight as well. So we're going to get lots of rain tonight, which is going to have the rivers rising for sure, because all the ground is so saturated. Anyway, enough of that. We will try and get out and do a bit more floodwater fishing either tomorrow or Friday, but for now we're faced with a lowish river. There's, I don't know, 3 inches of visibility, something like that. It's not bad. If it wasn't going to rain tonight, it'd be perfect tomorrow. It'd be a lovely colour, but it's going to colour up again, I'm sure, tomorrow. But anyway, I'm going to get on here. I've got the baits I've got with me. I've got some maggots, which I may or may not use. I've got worms, bread and cheese paste. That's really what I'm going to go at. I think I do like bread. I do like the look of it for some bread as well. Just a tiny little feeder on with some nice stinky ground bait in it, and a nice bit of bread flake just behind that, wafting in the current. I think that should sort out some fish if there's anything on, anything after a bit of a munch in here. Anyway, I'm waffling. You don't want to hear me talk, do you? Let's get fishing. I'm going to fish this crease first, and then we'll have a wander off down that way. There are a couple of people here. I think they're up that direction, so we'll head off this way. Give everyone a bit of space. So guys, the river is at a normal-ish winter level, a little bit high, but as I say, it is dropping. Really, to be honest, today I really did want to get out on one of the tributaries, but the Avon has 2 main tributaries, the Stour and the Arrow. Well, the Arrow, from what I can gather, is reasonably low but fishing terribly, and fishing terribly as in, I know of a guy who's been out the last 2 days and hasn't had a bite. And the Stour is still in the red. It's very, very high, so that really wouldn't have been fishable either. Both fantastic rivers on their day, but to catch them just right, like many tributaries. But which is what prompted me to come to the Avon, because it's at a reasonable level. Anyway, like I say, we've got a lovely crease in front of me here. Some lovely, beautiful eddies and boils. I don't know if I can pick it out on the camera across here. So I'm going to just flick this, as I say, tiny little guru grip feeder, just 1 ounce. I'm going to try and, I'm not even going to cast it really, I'm going to try and put it into the water, if you like. Just really gently, just plop it in. And just see if anything's interested in a little bit of bread. There we go. Raft of dirty brown foam in front of me already. I'm not going to hang about in any spot either. As I say, it'll be a bit of a hit and run mission, see if we can't just drop on some fish. Very mild day again today. We've had a few really cold nights after some mild weather, and then it's really mild again for today, tomorrow and Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday it's back down to sort of 4 degrees in the day and -2 at night. It's making the fishing, I'm sure it's what making the fishing very tricky. Well guys, aside from a couple of little small fish taps, nothing doing, so time to move. But it is nice, but yeah, there's always people in it.
Yeah, there is. I'll leave you to it, mate.
Alright, mate, no worries. Good luck. Oh, hello. Well, guys, we're in. Not sure what it is. It felt a bit breamy, but then it's racing about a bit. It does feel breamy. Feel that nodding of the head. It's pulling back, certainly. I'm not sure what this is. It is whizzing about a bit for a bream. I'd imagine it is. Yeah. Oh, it's a nice one, though. God, all over the place. Oh. Well, that's a nice way to get off the mark for this particular stretch. Fab. Did feel like a bream, but he was whizzing about a bit as well. But that's great. I was actually just talking to another member, one of the guys that's here, saying he's watched one of my videos this morning. Hello, I forgot to get your name, do apologise, but hello again. And just after you left me, I've just had this bream. He did say he'd had a nice bream out of here. So that's fab. Lovely job. Right, let's have a look at him. What everyone says about that. That'll do for a start. Fantastic. Probably been fishing about half an hour. Lovely job. Really pleased with that. Lovely condition too. Fantastic. Great stuff. I have to say, that water's cold. Blimey. As I say, I did the temperature. It's 5 degrees, but it feels a bit colder than that, I have to say. Well, guys, there seems to be some fish in here. A few bites. Hit one, missed one. Just in 2 casts, so that's good. It's promising. I should say I'm just on a standard running ledger rig. A small guru gripper feeder, as I say, with some just cheesy garlic groundbait in it. Nice and smelly, as not much visibility. And looks like a bream on a worm. And put another worm out and got a bite straight away again. So maybe a bit of a shoal down here. Right guys, getting lots and lots of bites on worm. I'm wondering whether to go on maggot. There might just be enough clarity to perhaps go on the maggot feeder. I think if we did, we'd have a bit of a chance of quite a mixed bag, I think, today. So I may do that. Say today. It's getting on for 3 o'clock. So there's not much of today left, really. There's no night fishing here, this stretch. So it should be here just till it gets dark. But yeah, I might go on the maggot feeder. I think it may be beneficial. We'll have another cast on worm though, see if we can perhaps pick up something bigger. I might give the maggot feeder a go, I think. I've got something. not huge, but we've got something. Thought perhaps there's some roach down there. It's nice, isn't it? Soaking me. There we go. A little bit of worm. Yeah, we got the place rocking now. This feels very breamy again. We are pulling back in this current, I have to say. There's definitely some fish down there. Well, my roving session's gone all static all of a sudden. That's another slab. Come on. Fab. Well guys, there we are. Another one. What a session this has turned out to be. I thought we might sneak one chub out perhaps, but it's all changed round and we're bream fishing all of a sudden. We had that little roach as well. Fantastic. Brilliant. That was on worm again. We'll persevere for now. Did think about going on the maggot feeder, but we'll stick with the worms for now. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I missed that. Very rattly roach bite. Don't tend to use fish meal ground bait, which this is, for roach, because you can put them off apparently, but to be honest, this stretch gets fished so much. It's a very popular stretch, so they're probably used to it in here. That was definitely a roachy bite. So guys, I've gone on the maggot feeder just to see what happens. Getting lots of rattly bites that I'm not striking at or I'm missing. I think it's probably roach. It'd be nice to find out. So guys, it's just gone 4 o'clock, and I had perhaps 20 minutes on the maggot feeder, but absolutely nothing doing at all. So I'm going to drop that off. Groundbait feeder back on. Tried maggot feeder fishing maggots. I had one bite, I missed it. I tried maggot feeder with a worm on a hook, and just had one tiny little rattle. So I think perhaps it's this nice smelly groundbait that's doing the job. So we'll get back on that. Get that back in the feeder. We've got perhaps an hour left, I should think, something like that. Be pretty dark by 5 o'clock. So I think we'll just give it another hour. See if we can't winkle out perhaps another bream or two, and maybe even a chub or a nice roach. Perhaps have a go on I think perhaps have a go on a bread as well. Should have a little go earlier. I've got some nice bream on bread, and of course chub love it too, and of course roach. Feels like another bream, but we're in. A long old wait. Yeah, I'm sure it's a bream. Feels another decent one though. Well guys, there we are, third one, smaller than the other two, really fresh character. It's just gone 5 o'clock, I'm going to give it another 10 minutes I think. Just give it another 10 minutes, you know what it's like, one more cast. Well guys, that's me done. It's about 5:10 now, and nothing after that last bream. Bit of a funny old session, a couple of bream early on and then one a bit later. I did stick it out in the same swim, as you've gathered, because there seemed to be plenty of fish here, but it did go very quiet. But may may have been a result of putting the fish straight back, you know, not having a keep net. Perhaps they spooked off, I'm not sure, but I'd rather do that, to be honest, anyway, than stick them in a keep net. No need, really. So I think, as I touched on earlier, it's supposed to chuck it down all night. It's gone pretty cold at the moment, but it's supposed to warm up all night and chuck it down all night. So not sure exactly what I'm going to be doing in the next few days. We'll just have to suck it and see, I think, just see what the river levels are like. But until then, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. I've had a great time. If you'd offered me that before I left home, I'd have took that, no problem at all. Tight lines, enjoy your own angling, and I will see you again very soon.